Alright, let's see if I remember where I left off last time. I was just finishing up here, and I think I was going to head to Harmattan in order to catch the caravan back and get another round of farming. Given that the place that you go is random from Harmattan, I think I might just walk back to Sierzo and go ahead and get everything started. Let me see while I'm walking, what all do I have? Yeah, that should be okay. I might actually go ahead and, since I'm already close to town, stop in there and sell a broken golem rapier. Get some money that way. How many beast golem scraps do I have? So I have stuff for that, but I don't have an iron spear. I think, or a halberd, sorry. I don't think that they really sell iron weapons here. There might be one in the stash now that I gave Pigeon Eye some money. Just turn the volume up for me a little bit. There we go.
Can I help? This worries me.
Actually, I still need particles, so I think I actually will go to Harmattan. I still need the, get your skills.
What could I do for you?
Yes. I still need the particles for this, which I think are fire. Also run around and check the chest here. I know sometimes they can have iron weapons. Such luck. Oh, that's the other side that has it, I think. Yeah. So this way. There we go. I get warm.
Yes, this worries me. Yes, this worries me.
That's unfortunate. Anything else on this? Unfortunate.
Yes, this worries me. Remember this. Curious.
We have all the boons now, right? Yes. Oh. Oh wait, no, I need a bird, not a spear.
What now? Listen up. Fine.
Not sure if I'm ever going to use puncture, but at least I have the option. No halberd. Could have sworn there was a... Or do I have to leave the whole region in order to get the shop to appear? Oh no, there it is.
You touch it, you buy it.
No luck. Jump with those. Let's head to our mountain and hope we can get some particles. Depending on how long it takes, I may cut out the repeated sleeping to reset the clock tower flame.
Can I help you? This worries me. Yes!
It is very boring to just sit there and sleep to reset the flame. Alternatively, you can just go get the particle. And, oh, is it winter? That's unfortunate. What's my cold weather resist? 8? Not very good. Let's get some
Well, what do you
bagatelles
need?
since I think my tartines are going to be expiring soon. And pumpkin pie is always good. And since I don't have fresh cream, might save those for when I go back. I think it's been a while since I've been here, so I can probably run and go grab some stuff from the chests. Oh, I should also grab a halberd.
Want to buy something? Want to buy something?
Also check my sleep to make sure I don't die. 15. That's pretty tiring. That's pretty good. Also pretty good. Honestly, you get a pretty decent chunk of change just running through here and getting this stuff. Normally at least a couple hundred. Armatin added such interesting classes, I think. Hexmage and Speedster are probably two of the most interesting classes in the game. And, yeah, they were both added with, the Soroborian, so... It's probably one of my favorite or my favorite of the two. As much as I like the challenge of Caldera, and the town building is always a challenge, I think the environment
How can I help you?
of Armatin is just hard to beat. I could cure my sleep with that, but then I'd have no sleep or no tiredness. We want some. Let's start at the top. Don't need that, don't need that. Did I just buy that? Any weather defense potions? Survivor Elixir is basically a weather defense potion. Cryptots are always good. I have any regular standard potions. Let's get those as well. Did I just sell the alchemy kit? Oh well.
Greetings, friend.
You better have the money.
Oh. We're gonna sleep just 1 hour probably, maybe 2.
Something on your mind? Want us to look after you? Pay attention.
Okay, let's use a tartine. Nope, I didn't buy that because I can just sell that. I don't really use the attack up anymore because I use pure magic damage, and the attack up buff is entirely physical damage if I recall.
What do you need?
Okay, let's see just how cold it is out here. Very cold. Go. Weather tolerance makes a big difference. It may not seem like a lot on its own, but it really does matter. Am I lagging a little? Hopefully I don't crash again. I think it was lagging last time. A little bit earlier in the playthrough before it crashed. Honestly, I haven't restarted my computer in a while. And I think I have some updates that are pending, so maybe I should do that. Not for this though. Oh, that was wrong. Extra little bit of impact that sweep kick does over a real kick also makes a difference. Or not a real kick, a push kick also makes a difference. We'll take this while we're running through. What changed in my weather defense? Now it's going down. Oh, does this give me cold weather defense? Not enough. I have weather. Oh, no, I have weather defense. I have warm boon. Well, I guess I'll just have to finish this before I freeze to death. Hello. Before the upcoming golem. You probably want to not have decay. No. Oh, Warm Boon's gone. There we go. As you can see, the damage output on this build is pretty good. And I think that makes up for the lack of impact from the regular attacks, especially when you can impact from spells. Every once in a while when they get knocked down, they stand up and immediately do the spin to win combo. And when that happens, it's good to have mana ward up, especially when you're squishy. That's one of the main reasons we're taking Holy Mission for this build, is it makes you less squishy. Alright, what kind of particle do we have? Ice. Not the one we want. Ooh, Tourmaline, that's good. We'll use these to make the rapier, since you can buy more of those. Need more water. Oh. I was about to say it's common for them to spawn over here. Uh-oh. And keep an ear out for the other one to come up from behind me. But I think I may have only attracted the one. Stop doing that. On hitting the wrong direction for my spells, and I can get pretty nasty pretty quickly. Should be a singular golem and another two beast golems. There's the other two beast golems. Go ahead and refresh my water. I'm not 100% sure where that's at, but possibly my warm boon as well. Well, didn't take any damage, but I did take some debuffing with the pain, and I did take a little bit of armor damage, so that wasn't ideal. Cold weather defense fell off. I have enough on selling for now. I think I might Just pitch a tent and wait for the fire particle to spawn. I need to get at least 2, so hopefully the elemental that spawns drops 2. And while I'm doing this, I have to make sure to balance my hours so that I don't lose my tired buff.
Greetings, friend.
I would like 1, 10 please. And I guess all your gold bars. In case you didn't know, cooked nightmare mushrooms also work as a stamina potion. So if you're a speedster, it works in 2 different ways for you. So they're pretty good. You don't even have to make them into alertness potions. The main benefit of an alertness potion over a cooked mushroom is obviously that the potion does not spoil. But nightmare mushrooms with new expansions added in Definitive Edition actually still a little aren't very difficult to find anymore. So, in my opinion, it's definitely worth it to just stick with the mushroom.
Need something?
I think it resets every day, not necessarily 24 hours. So you don't necessarily have to sleep for the whole day. You can try to spend your time just awake during the warmest part of the day. And what I'm basically going to do is just run out, check the color of the fire, and run back if it's not the right color. If it is the right color, I'll take my stamina buffs and run towards where the elemental will spawn. Take water other way. Now when it comes to faction quests for this build, you can really pick Holy Mission, Sorobor, or Levant, Heroic Kingdom. You don't really want to pick Blue Chamber, to be completely frank, except in some builds, like Vital Crash, where your total HP matters. I almost never see a reason to pick... Oh, hello. Both fire and you guys. That's all good. Tartine. Cheesecake. That could have gone significantly more clean. now just to remember where fire is at. So, ether's down here, lights over here, decay is here, so I think fire is here. We should probably take another defense potion. Oh, right now, go ahead and oh, fire is to the left. Actually, where the Kazites are. Ice is in the top left. I forgot ice existed. Where are these dreams? Yes, the red lantern. So in case you weren't aware, the red lantern is what signifies the fire particle will be in this area. Well, hello. Is he fine? Two? Nice. Well, that turned out pretty good. I didn't have to do too many saves and reloads. Or not saves and reloads, sleep and rechecks. Yeah, I am not getting that good at frames right now. Now, if we're super lucky, when we get back there, they're going to be heading towards Cierzo. If not, we got to do some more sleeping until they are. Mostly because I forgot to say goodbye to everybody at Cierzo before I left. Otherwise, I would just go straight to Monsoon and go ahead and start the faction quest, because at this point the build's basically done. There's a couple things that I can grab. I guess Arcane Unison does have to be done in Conflux Melt, so I kind of had to return to Shersenes anyway, so not that big of a time loss. Now, in order to risk these not risk those dying, we're going to go ahead and
How can I help you?
get an overpriced alchemy kit here. So
Can I help you?
this is the one that sells the plating spikes.
Can I help you?
I don't know if I need those firefly powders just yet. Let's grab some wood. Another good thing about Definitive Edition is they didn't remove some of the grindiness from Caldera. Previously, you would have had to basically RNG your way for samples, but the sample survey every 10th sample you turn in really cut down the grind. Because there are some times where you would spend hours and hours and hours attempting to get a specific sample, and then you just end up getting a resource every time you found it. Now, it's a good idea to just pick the most efficient ones that give you the most samples, and not worry about going... Wait, what? I think I got the wrong particles. Let's check. Arcane Unison. Luna Incense, which is light. That's why I needed the light one. What do I want? Rain. I will go with Arcane Unison. Well, do I have more tourmaline at home? I don't think I do. I think I may have just messed up. Sure, there's no reason to keep that. Let's see. Is there any guaranteed tourmalines?
Need something?
Can I help you?
Is there something you need?
I have to look to see if there's any guaranteed tourmalines, because I didn't. Oopsie. Photolia. And yeah, no. Oops. I guess I'm gonna go check the chests. Gonna grab a couple of these chests out here. See, I already got the one there. There's one over here. It's kind of guarded by two Scourge. I think there's one over here, but I don't know if that one's worth running to. It's pretty far. Probably just head to the one over here, and as long as I take them on one at a time, I shouldn't have any problem with the Scourge. Taking them on both at once might be problematic. But then again, it'll probably be fine. The hardest one in this case, I believe, is the, what do they call that? Sublime Shell. Mostly because once you get him down to halfway, he is super aggressive and has insane amounts of impact, which, I mean, our impact is very weak to start with, so that's not too much of a change from our normal fight plan, but he also has a ton of HP. I'll take one of those. This will move to my bag. Swarm. Disaster. Bless. That for damage. Give ourselves. Light. And the water buff is still up if I didn't already do that. Give ourselves rage. Eat some pumpkin pie. I think we're good to go. Let's see, let's try just the shell. keep hitting the wrong button. And now get super aggressive. We get less beams now, which is good for us in that sense. It's probably gonna overweigh us, huh? Yeah. I'll just drink that. We'll redo this in case we need to heal. Don't worry about corruption afterwards. And there we go. So yeah, the Sublime Shell was definitely the more scary of the two. Couple those to my bag. That lever opens up the way through here. And there is an ornate chest up here. I believe it's ornate anyway. Tourmaline? Nope. Don't remember if in Definitive Edition they made all mining spots be able to drop tourmaline, or still just the ones in the Antique Plateau. Water. Beavers. Let's see, we're here. Is there one over here too? Check. Right, chests and Antique Plateau. There's two in the overworld, so I think I got both of those, unfortunately. So I think I just screwed up. Well, we've gone this long without Arcane Unison. We can go a little bit longer. I guess if it takes 7 days to get to Shersenes from the Caravaner, then we can go out and redo the chests. But yeah, I guess it's always good to double check. Let's close that. There we go.
Greetings, friend. Yes!
Pretty close. I just go to burn.
Greetings, friend.
And give me some rations. Are you a spear? Oh, I have a tourmaline. I have purifying quartz, right? Oh. I did that for nothing.
Need something?
Ready to get all your stuff.
Can I help you?
Man, those things are worth so much. I don't think I ever realized it.
Want to buy something?
Plating scrap.
Want to buy something?
Greetings, friend. Yes. Damn. Yes.
Wait, what?
Greetings, friend.
The impressions.
Greetings, friend.
It's almost around my corruption.
Greetings, friend. Greeting. Yes.
Wait. I don't restore my sleep if I travel by caravan, but I do if I just walk. Interesting. Also, need to make sure to pick up some. I probably should have grabbed a halberd while I was there. And be losing these anyway soon, so eat them. How are we doing on berry tail? The cheesecake.
Hey there!
Wait, that's beer.
Hey there!
You can make a horror weapon too. Potentially two of them. Am I missing palladium? I don't really want to use the beast skull and the scraps, but I suppose I can. I think I have one at Do you
Hey
sell
there.
palladium spikes? Actually, one beast or predator bone short as well. I guess I'll just use one of these.
Hey there.
Good enough to pay me? Yes. Need to remember to grab those dreamer roots. Have to take care of those. Alright, that was clearly in self-defense. It was charging right at me. I didn't attack him, it would have attacked me, etc., etc. And perk and bias, so good. Speed boost, cooldown recover, or cooldown reduction. And all for like, what, 1 corruption? 2 corruption maybe? I keep that alchemy kit? No, I should have. Oh, I don't think they'll spoil on my way. Probably not. Another great thing about this game is you're just like some guy. Or girl, if you choose to play as a girl. But basically, regardless of what path you choose, like your presence makes a difference, but it's not the defining difference. If you choose Holy Mission, then obviously you make a difference. You have the option to become a champion, but even if you fail at that and you choose some other path entirely, then they still do fine. Like they still make it without you. And they still manage to keep the peace. They still manage to end the war. And you're helpful, but not necessary. And that's the same thing with basically every faction. You choose the Blue Chamber, they manage to stop the Scarlet or the Red Lady without you. You choose the Heroic Kingdom, they manage to catch the culprit and bring people to justice and keep their kingdom together without you. The Soroborians presumably are able to find a cure without you. It's cool that you can make history by doing heroic things, but ultimately you're kind of unnecessary. It's entirely possible for basically everybody to get what they want and get what's needed without your presence. But at the same time, when you do make a difference, your difference is known and it makes you feel important, at least in some way. So I kind of like that about the game. And even with some of the side quests, like the Rust and Vengeance. Like, yeah, if you don't stop the Rust Lich, part of the town gets destroyed, but ultimately the town guards and the mages and stuff, they're able to stop the Rust Lich on their own. You weren't necessary to stop the Rust Lich. That wasn't like, this isn't, what I'm saying is this isn't a story where you're the chosen one, only you can do it, nobody else can. And I actually kind of really like that about this. There are other games similar where, like, yeah, you save the day, but anyone else technically could have as well. I don't know if any of you guys have played Devil Survivor, but the main character in that one is not particularly special. And yeah, I kind of like that. Like with Skyrim and stuff like that, like, oh, you're the chosen Dragonborn, like, you're the only one who can stop it. You have this innate born gift, yada, yada, yada. Even in, like, Dark Souls, you're the chosen undead. Although, in some of the Souls games, like, if you wouldn't have done it, someone else eventually would. And there are some cases where some people got very, very close and they just chose not to. And they could have if they wanted to. But yeah, it feels nice that you're just some guy or girl. You have to take care of your needs. You have to eat, sleep. Your entire life and your entire quest can be ended by just one random bandit. Like a bad setup. I mean, my one death so far has been to a deer that I forgot to check my magic on before. And so I was just incredibly ill prepared.
Greetings, friend.
Oh, that's good.
What? All right.
Halberd. Wait, I had another one? Right, I used a bee skull in scrap. Okay, so do I need anything? I need predator bones.
What? All right.
No predator bones. Did you have predator bones?
Greetings, friend.
What? All right.
No, my toast. I'm gonna eat it before it goes bad. Actually, I should
Can
sell
I do?
it.
All right.
Honestly, I should sell
Hey there.
the predator meat too. Not really gonna use it. Easiest way to light a campfire. Oh, gotta go get the light particle. And I had a tourmaline in there too. I got predator bones. The one thing that having prior knowledge of this game does, even if you like play a playthrough where you don't really use anything that you don't have a recipe for, you still know what to save and what not to save. So you can't really do a completely, let me sell those, 100% like no recipes that you don't have playthrough. Because you'll always just have that knowledge of what you need to save. How many of these do I need again? Is that north, east, west close, I think? We only need 3. Well, if it's already nighttime, we might as well head out through the cave before, on our way to Magic Mountain. That way we can pick up some blue sand.
Is there something you need?
Only brought 2 of those. Or 4 of those.
What? All right.
Okay, I'm missing. Right, probably palladium. I don't need you. Or you for now. Oh, what do you do? Let's see. Don't need more than that of these. Save that for later. I'm not really strapped for cash at this point in time. How's my pup doing? Marathon potions are also super good once you get to Caldera. Speed boost, plus they give you 10% off of your sleep. So if you use them while you are, you know, close to tired but not super duper tired, then you can both give yourself a speed boost and, you know, manage your need for sleep So you can go out longer with only 25% or whatever and below. And then just once you get to 15 or 14 or whatever, pop a marathon potion, get a little bit of a speed boost, and bring your sleep back up right onto that borderline so that you don't have to worry about dying from sleep. Especially in hardcore mode where dying from sleep can actually just straight up kill you. Start along the beach looking for some blue sand. We'll stop in Starfish Cave as well. And then we'll head to Magic Mountain. And we'll have all of our gear that can be enchanted. I'm so glad they fixed the bloom. I don't know how many of you guys have played the old Outward before the update with the bloom, but the Runic Lantern used to be blinding to the point where you would have to basically turn off bloom entirely in order to be able to, you know, see. Because otherwise it was just too blindingly bright. Now it's basically just right. It still looks like a giant ball of light, but isn't to the point where you can't actually see what you're doing. Sands already. One Dark Souls skill that does carry over is definitely menu swapping. If you guys ever played Dark Souls PvP, you probably have done your fair share of menu swapping. Honestly, you can do it for PvE as well, but I think it's less necessary. Blue sand there all the way at the end, and then we'll head to Magic Mountain. That's a visual artifact with the post-processing. Used to do that a lot with old E&B mods for like Skyrim and Oblivion too. More salt. 12 blue sand. I might actually just keep these blue sands because I'm going to need them for an unknown arena later. I should probably start collecting the things that I need for that while I'm there. So I need to make sure to get Sunfall Axe when I go to Levant again. Need to pick up the big key from a caravaner. I already got one of the things for the broken flask. I should have picked up the other brand item while I was in Berg. But I'll be returning to Berg at some point, so it's not that big of a deal. I think the next one I might do after this is the physical chakram build, or either that or my classic lightning warrior build. But the physical chakram with the axe, it's pretty solid, I think. It's very fun to play. There is one boss with it that's annoying, but not because the build itself is not good, but because the hitbox on the boss is very weird. The boss is kind of tall and the axe is kind of short, so when your character looks up to hit the boss or to lock onto the boss, your swings actually just kind of miss awkwardly. We're not gonna really fight anything this time. Oh, my speed buff wore off. I'm just gonna run through and oh, apparently missed grabbing the lever. Oh, I don't need to grab the levers. I thought they would have reset, but I guess not. That's another reason to do the to do the holy mission conflux path, is if those don't reset, it's the shortest to run through. I mean, Heroic Kingdom has that elevator puzzle. Blue Chamber has that, I don't know if you really call it a puzzle, but the Fall of the Ancestors puzzle. And Holy Mission, once you complete it, is just go. Just run. Take these so I can get a little bit more sleepy later. Although, for most of the story missions, you don't fight a whole lot of people, so it's not really imperative that you have all of your buffs. Like, the main story mission is kind of, I think for first-time players, basically
Feel
a
free
kind
to
of
use one of
intro.
our boats to return to the surface.
And a lot of the game itself oh yeah, that's right, I actually have to enchant while I'm here. And a lot of the game itself is starts kind of after you beat the main story mission. And also some of those bosses after Definitive Edition and the Swordborns and stuff aren't as scary as they used to be. Like the Twin Liches, if you go back and you try to fight them with no enchantments, no gear that existed after or before the DLCs, just only, or no gear that exists after the DLCs, just stuff from before. Most builds, they actually have a pretty decently hard time. Like, your ability to stack damage with skills is not as good. I mean, hexes don't exist at all, unless you build specifically for them, like Entomber armor, and max out your defenses in both of those. It's a tough fight. Like, just take your build in, because that's one thing I don't particularly like to do, is I don't mind making small tweaks to my build, but I don't like making essentially a whole new build layout for a specific boss. I don't know, it just feels like at that point I'm just not playing the same character. Nope, I completely forgot how to do Arcane Unison. I guess we will find out. East close, south close, west close. Having the north one there messes it up. Maybe I'm too far away. It's not close enough. Not close, east, close, west, close. I'm doing Luna, right? Yeah. Oh, I guess having that fourth pillar there actually does mess it up. So put this in the pocket. Alright, we got our extra little mana regen there. And a little bit more cooldown, which will help with things like Mana Ward and Elemental Discharge. Honestly, just these 4 skills here. Don't really need the enchanting pillars anymore, so I'll go ahead. By the way, if you guys weren't aware, you can craft this by itself and make it into a shield. It's not a very good shield, but it is a shield. I like that it's a nice touch of like, hey, you can just kind of grab this thing and use it. You can also put a cooking pot on your head, and that actually has a
Feel free to use
passive
one of
buff,
our
if I
boats to
recall.
return to the surface.
How many power rations do I have? 8?
Feel
You have
free to
some.
use one of our boats to return to the surface.
No. Honestly, when it comes to the max potions, I think the main one that's worthwhile is the stamina one, because it does give you a level 5 stamina buff. The health one, I mean, closes your wounds if you're bleeding, I guess, and it's good, but the magic one's more of a in a pinch type situation. or you just got off of a hard fight and you don't want to have to sit there for regen. I don't feel it's as necessary as the other ones. Most of the time I try to build around just having 1 point into mana. Because I think probably the most important stat is actually stamina. I've even wanted to try making a build where it's basically all stamina cost reduction and I don't do any buffs except for maybe water and sleep. But like no tartines, no mega mana potions, just stamina reduction, and see how well that can do. I'm not sure how viable it is because I'm not sure how hard you can stack stamina cost reduction. Yeah, just basically water, because your character, I mean, everybody needs to drink water. And then just, I forgot to stop by a Sure Sneeze, or stop in Sierra Zone and say goodbye to everyone again. Darn it. But yeah, just try doing a build with all stamina reduction, and maybe like one of the unsuspecting strength iron weapons. Because if I'm not doing a whole lot of damage on higher health bosses, I may just run out of durability. But essentially having infinite stamina, so as long as you know the boss's patterns and movements, you don't really have to worry about, your buffs running out. So I wouldn't be using any elemental boons. I might use Discipline or Range. I don't know how I feel about those if I were to do that kind of a challenge run, because if I do Discipline, it would Rage, it'd primarily be for the skills that they unlock, not for the extra buff. But I would still have that buff going, so maybe not. Maybe I would have to only use skills like Pommel Counter or Puncture or something like that that don't require any special boons. That way I don't really run into the but. Like you said, you weren't going to use buffs, but you use Discipline. Am I going too far? Yeah, I think I am. I think I should go this way. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see. I mean, some of the one thing I'd be concerned about is making a build where some of the bosses that have health regen just regen faster than I can damage them, because I won't have tons of defense either. I'll probably be using, because if you use heavy armor that gives you a ton of defense, you'll just run into the issue of, not having that extra stamina cost reduction, because most of the heavy armors actually increase your stamina cost. Like right now I have, with basically no investment, negative 25% stamina from the sleep. Let's see, I know there's the economy enchantments, and I know there's Kazite. I think there's a Kazite armor that gives you stamina cost reduction. There's I want to say the Squire armor gives you both stamina cost and movement speed, but not a whole lot of either. Might be wrong about that. It's been a little bit since I looked at all the different armor sets.
Greetings, friend.
I need only 10 of these, so I'll sell 4. I'll say I don't really need flint and steel anymore. I know it's only, like, what, 0.1? Oh, it's 0.5. Okay.
I guess this is goodbye. I'll
Miss
miss
you,
it too.
Olio.
Risa has.
Bye.
All right,
It's not like-
listen.
It's not like we're gonna go meet and be in part of the same faction.
I won. If you do once in the marsh, follow the Pilgrim Road.
Wherever Yui's on, I'm not going to miss.
I take it you've heard? I've got the heroic kingdom. All right, listen up. That I will. I will chase the Levantine dream, not... Damn it! Likewise, if you have the courage to face the Abrasar Desert, I'll be waiting for you.
A little dishonest, but here I can tell. I also kind of wish I could take the Hex Mage skill tree without taking Bloodlust. Because I know some people are like, oh, I love Bloodlust because it makes it where I don't have to carry Ts or worry about burnt stats. But I feel like the burnt stats that you get are kind of like a core part of the experience. Like, your character will tire out. I mean, a human will tire out no matter how well fit they are. So, I don't know. I wish I could take Lockwell's Revelation with no Bloodlust. I might, actually, on one of my playthroughs where I use Hex Mage next, I might just go ahead and go in and... I probably need to go south first. I should probably go in with debug mode and just disable Bloodlust, so I get the difficulty of not having Bloodlust, but still being able to use Lockwell's Revelation. Because I kind of get why they have it on there. I think for a lot of players, balancing burnt stats on top of the fact that you can't really sleep to recover them, you would have to use teas, you'd have to use potions. Might be a little much, but I think it's more fun that, and I like tea in general. I just like tea. And I think I said it before, but any game that makes tea a good item is a good game, in my opinion. So when you take Bloodlust, you kind of remove the need for it, which makes me a little sad. I should be going this way, right? This is to the bandits, isn't it? Yeah, I'm too far north. Honestly, if Lockwell's Revelation was the breakthrough, and then Bloodlust was a tier 3 skill, I think that would make me pretty satisfied with the skill tree. Although I think from a combat perspective, the Lockwell's Revelation is definitely a more powerful skill than Bloodlust. A lot of the skill trees in here are just really good, though, really balanced. There's good reasons to take most of them. I'd probably say the weakest skill tree is Mercenary. Mostly because even the builds that you use with it, like if you were to do a Pistol Mage, you don't need to take Mercenary in order to play that build well and to make it function. So yeah, I think it's probably Mercenary because it has the least reason to take it. Like all the other builds, Philosopher you kind of have to take if you want to do, max out your fire damage. If you want to do Ice Mage, you have to take Philosopher. As many of these people say, you don't really need the boost from doing the extra skill, the skill that's locked behind the breakthrough. Is that Chakram Arc? Because there's the one that arcs in front of you that I think is called arc. And then there's the one where it just shoots out. And there's the one where it does like the figure eight. The figure eight one, I think is better than some people give it credit for. Like, yeah, you can use a chakram without it, but that one does a lot of damage. And I'll definitely be using it. Plus, the Philosopher Breakthrough with chakram is really nice because, you know, you build up more mana for your chakram skills. It's kind of hard to argue with that being a good thing. Warrior Monk, getting one of the Warrior Monk skills. Because you're doing a melee, and as long as you're not doing purely magic melee, Perfect Strike inflicts pain. And on everything other than a one-handed, I think, an axe, having the ability to inflict pain is good. And then even if you don't, you get the option for, what is the name of that one? The defense one where it gives you like plus 10, I think, in every defense. As long as you have the discipline boon up, which is strong. And then even, I used to think, not Perfect Strike, I used to think that, what's the one where you disappear? As you can tell, I also did not sleep very well last night. I'm just blinking. There's Counter-Strike, and there is... yeah, I can't think, but it inflicts confusion. I used to think it was bad because it removed the discipline boon, but honestly you can get, you know, potions, and then just open up your menu and do the boon. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll take certain skills on builds where I do that, to where if I open this up, you know, I basically hit select and go over, and then it's like right there. So I'll take just the appropriate number of skills so that it's somewhere easy, like 2 down, or you know, a couple over, or 1 down, 1 over, so you can quickly menu to it when you need to. And then like using it is not an issue anymore. Like you don't really care that your discipline boon from your potion is gone. And then you have confusion on every enemy within range, and then you can keep reapplying that confusion with torment so that your confusion never runs out. It's great. I think the first time I tried it that I really liked it was on an axe build, like a great axe build, which are really,
Well
really
met,
solid.
friend.
Let's see.
I've joined the holy mission. Have you given my previous words any thought? If you choose to
Absolutely.
join us, you should speak with Cardinal Bolamac.
Let's see. When it comes to other skill trees, what are the other ones? Let's go to Levant. Rogue Engineer, obviously you need the rogue skills that are locked behind, I guess, surface
Blessings
area.
of Elat upon you. Join to serve and never forget. This is your time. Listen well.
Wasn't paying attention. I forget who's the one who, as long as you're a mage, will let you join. Isn't that this guy over here? Mr. Paranoia? But yeah, for rogue, you really want to take the skills that are beyond the breakthrough. For Wild Hunter,
Oh, I had to watch.
if you're using a bow,
Someone I loved drifted further and further away and then left forever.
I'll keep that in mind.
If you look, you want to do heed my. You know how to become a mage, so you just remember my warning.
Wild Hunter, if you take a bow, most of the skills shoot as fast, if not faster, than drawing the bow yourself, and they do more damage plus have effects. So you want to do that if you're doing a melee build. Feral Strike isn't the best, but Predator Leap is amazing.
I have called on Elat. He has been watching you.
Although Pharaoh Strikes is similar to
Welcome. I am the lad. Ha! You wish to... Indeed. I said, always remember, will you cast aside all the ties that bind you? Then it is Eleonora. To narrow my here's what you need to know.
Alright, infused light, here we go. Pharaoh Strikes is similar to the Warrior Monk one in the sense that I used to think it was worse than it is. But I mean, when you're using a warrior class stuff like alpha sandwiches or alpha jerky, it's just great to have around.
Well met, friend. This troubles me. Take your time getting familiar with the marsh.
Right, forgot about that. I'm gonna go do Vendavel. Well, we'll do Vendavel at the same time as our first mission, because let's go buy a house. Because I want to do the back that you get there, because it can be difficult to get one of the boss arena items to where it needs to go if you don't have a preservation backpack, and you get one from that mission if you do the quote-unquote peaceful way. Well, peaceful way with one of them. The other ones are going to die, but for the one we'll do the peaceful way to get the preservation backpack. But yeah, I used to think it was like the Mori Monk skill where I thought it sucked, but you know, you take the alpha sandwiches, you take the potions and whatnot, and you reload it. If I wish it had a little bit less of a cooldown so that, you know, you can use it at least once per encounter, but as it is now, you do run into situations where you just don't really... Where am I at time? 1 hour 30. We will go fight the Jade Lich after this, and then we'll call it. But you can basically always have a way to refill it, and it does decent damage, causes bleeding and whatnot, so it's pretty good, in my opinion. Maybe not as good as some of the other skills, but still pretty good. And then of course Predator Elite being locked behind it automatically makes I can't guard. Automatically makes the skill great. So, or the skill tree great. Then let's look at the other skill trees. Rune's Age. Obviously, I'm doing a Rune's Age playthrough, so I think it's great. And if you're using Rune's Age for anything other than the Lantern and Runic Protection, you kind of have to take the breakthrough, because all the top tier stuff is locked behind the breakthrough. Eat those. And let's see what else is in the next one. Cierzos. I was gonna say, you know, now that I think about Spellblade is also pretty low, I'm not sure which one I think is worse, Spellblade or Mercenary. Because Spellblade, the main benefits that you have to Spellblade is infuse frost, I guess, and infuse fire, but I think frost is better than fire. But you have those, and then you have discharge. And I guess the shield skill, but if you're doing a shield builds I think are pretty niche. I don't think they're as, you can't just like combine shield build with something else, because if you want to do full shield, you have to combine Mercenary and Spellblade, which is unfortunate. I wish those were both kind of behind one skill. It'd make the flexibility of a shield build a little bit stronger, I think. So yeah, maybe Spellblade isn't as good, because it is more of like a certain kinds of builds can mesh with it well.
How can I help you?
But a lot of them, because of the durability that Elemental Discharge eats up, it's a little rough, I think. Then, obviously, Speedster is super busted. The builds that you can make with that is ridiculous. probably a Speedster Claymore build is probably the strongest build in the game, if I had to say. I mean, you do have to know how to use it, but just being able to constantly spam such high-hitting techniques is a little bit ridiculous. What else? What else? Actually, I should go grab a blast potion. I want to fight with a claymore this time. Mostly because it's just the single hit damage. Oh well. And then Hex Mage is obviously busted. On Hex Mage, it gives any elemental base thing 30% potential extra damage. And then let's not forget that you can do like a Rainbow Hex build. Even the Touch Hexes as a base for Hex builds is pretty strong, I think. I would like to try a build where I do just the Touch Hexes and then Torment and Rupture, where I don't use Jinx and I don't use Rainbow Hex. I want to see how viable that would be. I know there are some bosses that would be very painful to do. Like I'm trying to remember if it's the Buzu or the Crab, where basically when you fight them, it's a timer to see how fast they can fill up the field, and before you kill them. And the ranged, some ops classes with range have better time with that than ones where you have to literally be touching them. Ooh, here's some poutine. Did I do Purifier?
Greetings, friend.
I think I can do most of Purifier without it, because I think you can go here and see, or can you not? Okay. Yeah, okay, so you can do Purifier this way. Let's do Purifier while I'm out here. You're dead. Go. Take one, I guess. That's almost gone, so we'll just eat that. Yeah, with Hex Mage you can do Rainbow Hex, you can do Chakrams, you can just sprinkle a lot of the Hex stuff even in on builds with just Torment. I mean, any build where you want to use a Touch Hex in order to weaken an opponent, you can use it on a Mace build because Dispersion applies a Hex. Yeah, Hex Mage is just solid. Obviously, the Hermit is insanely good. Making buffs as strong as they are, boons as strong as they are is great. Lightning magic like Spark and Conjure and a Wind Sigil is great. It also enables the Gun Mage builds, and that's just like completely ignoring Infuse Wind, which is also insanely good. It makes almost any weapon deal incredible impact. The gained attack speed, it makes SAR weapons swing at the normal speed and basically make them almost one-shot knockdown or stagger most bosses even. It's just incredibly strong. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, that happened. Any classes I'm forgetting? Oh, right, Primal Ritualist. Strong, especially for tank builds, but I hate the playstyle. So, it's good. I don't like it, though. I don't like hitting the drums. I don't like having to carry them around. I don't like... yeah, I just don't like playing as a Primal Ritualist. I don't like just tanking stuff, either. I'd rather, like, learn attack patterns and dodge and stuff, but... I mean, you can get incredibly overpowered from it, so... I mean... Oh, okay. Ready. Oh, I do have water. Oh. And blocked. Man, you are not letting me impact you. No? Okay. I need to be more careful and taking more damage than I would like. Ooh. It is incredibly safe. Your luxury tent. Yeah, that was sloppy. That's pretty good. Roll this on. Did I miss a book up here? No. I think the first non-hidden one is down in this next area. Protection up. Oh. That. Oh. Hello. No, I didn't mean to grab that here. Did I not grab it? Oh, I did. Oh. Oh, here we go. Get enough evidence to expose these guys. And I never actually give this stuff to the Chamber Lord of Monsoon, because I actually don't want the extra help during the final battle. Hello. Go. It's in Tartine. So as you can see, Mana Ward kind of allows you to do cheeky stuff like that, where you're, even if your timing's messed up, where you don't end up being able to stagger them, if you get hit, or if you get one of those ghost hits, you're still fine. No problem. Actually, I don't really need the jerky. This one, there's a couple more guys here. Pellets. Timing. Mana Ward went out. Timing was bad, but still ended up okay. Get our lantern back up. Redo protection. Boom. Don't know why I used fire, but I guess I just don't really care about my mana. That should be the last book. Probably should have checked some of my other buffs to see if I need to reapply them, but I'll have a second to do that. Oh, I can't apply rage even if I wanted to. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do this from a safe distance though. Or not. You. There we go. don't remember who is the best person to give this to. I know you can give it to Lockwell without, like, consuming it. Someone else can still get it afterwards. But I don't really want to give it to him for the reasons I mentioned earlier. And I don't think any of the rewards for the other people are really that important. I think Risa may give you a tribal favor, which saves you from having to do one of the tasks at the end. But I think you also get a tribal favor just from rescuing her. So... I don't know. I'll probably give it to Risa for the tribal favor. Can't remember when the next time we go to Berg is. I want to say it's on the second mission. Could very well be wrong on that. Yeah, that pocket swap does have a weird glitch when your inventory is too full. Yeah, I love silver armor. Still roll. Have any corruption healing stuff? Yeah, you. I need to take one of those with me when I go on the mission as well. I don't have any buffs for stamina. Water, no. Tea. Any bagatelle remaining? Nope, I need all those. I can remember where I'm even supposed to go. I need to go fight the Jade Lich. I don't know, what's a little poison damage among friends? A lot of stuff though. I'm gonna run back to town and then fight the Jade Lich. Unless I want to get... I don't know, I'm already here. Looks like right after I fight the Jade Lich, I'll be probably a little over 2 hours. And it's time for calisthenics. I was doing this run as a break between cardio and calisthenics. Remember, it's good to have stamina both in-game and in real life. It's like water buffs in real life are just as important as they are in the game. You know what I don't have? Oh, I do have mana regen. Okay. Mana word is so useful. So, like, let's say you have a sigil, and putting down that sigil would take forever, especially like the wind sigil. You can do mana ward, and if you get hit while you're putting down the wind sigil finishes, and you don't take damage. That's especially true before you get the skill in Caldera, because the skill in Caldera cuts the time the wind sigil takes from like 4 full seconds to like 2. Oh, okay, hello. I should have been paying more attention. This could be bad. Much more an okay situation to be in. Okay, always pay attention to your surroundings. Let's use one of these for once. That's another good thing about this build, is just the versatility in the ways that you can approach a situation. Don't have your weapon, use Lantern or Mine to shoot. Need one type of weapon, use that one. Need another type of weapon, use the other one. Ooh. Just all around versatile and solid, I think. Potentially more so in the way that you can approach things than any other build, maybe. A lot of the other builds, you're kind of like, do the thing that I'm good at. And in this, you may not be the best impactor, you may not be the best highest magic damage, you may not be the best defense, but you can do a little bit of everything generally well enough to where you don't have to worry. I don't think those are really worth it. Honestly, the silver armor probably isn't worth the wait either, but I have a soft spot for it, so I'll keep it. Right. You have to do both, and then that opens up. No, you have to do both. And then you... have to do both, and then you go to that one thing, and then it opens up. I'll get that more on my way out, I think. Actually, because I'm going to be super overweight. Maybe I shouldn't get that on my way out. So on the Jade Lichbite, I think the reach of the Greatsword is more important than the speed of the short sword, and so I'm probably going to... Ooh, sorry about you. I'm probably going to use the Greatsword with the Divine Light into, as opposed to using the short sword. Oh. Did less impact than I thought it would. Here. Just the same one. Just you too. Definitely not paying enough attention to myself. One thing about Mana Ward is it does not protect you against statuses, so pain, fire, toxin, all that stuff will still affect you, even if you won't take physical damage. That is one thing that you should be aware of when using Mana Ward, is it isn't like a invincibility. I mean, it is in the sense that you don't take damage, but yeah. Don't think that's worth it. I think this just takes me back over to the other side. So we'll just head out. In case you are not aware, there is a Sar Stone that you can get in the Ziggurat. You just gotta look for that platform over there. This. Put this to make this go back up. And then that lock gate over on the right side is now unlocked. Like. This is about to run out anyway. Go down one more tier. So normally when I do a SAR weapon build and I have to make it in the same build, my two SAR stones that I get are the one here and the one... I may need to actually fight these guys. They do not take much ethereal damage. You respond to like, oh, you take a lot of lightning. Ooh, you also hit hard. Another one. Ooh. Ball space. Let's not get lay wilt right before fighting the Jade Lich. Oh, that's some good loot. I don't think you're worth it. Those might not be. Honestly, could do with that. I'm gonna drink some stuff before the fight. I'll do these. Wait, did I just do that twice? What's my sleep at? 29? Wait just a little bit, I'll get a damage boost. I don't know what the in-game percentage to real time is though, so it may not be worth the effort. Although I could have plopped down a tent. That same tent that I just left over there. That's gonna last for a while. I think you have to touch the throne first. Yes. Right. So I'm gonna time. Oh, well. Go. Take this. Take this. That. Range. Okay. I guess that must be a location tree. That was unfortunate. I guess we will do Full Boon instead. I have elemental defense. I do think I have everything I need except maybe health regen, but I don't think I have anything for health regen. Oh. That's important. Okay. We need to make sure to keep some stamina. That was one of the big things about this fight, is definitely stamina management. My equipment doing that. It's kind of hard to stagger. Too far away. A little bit of stamina. Just low, and then just lost my sword, so I'm gonna be extra careful. Get awarded before that. On that miss. That should be it though. So we will start back on the next time, or start back next time with a trudge back. Although to be honest, we're not that overweight. So I might actually just go ahead and head back to town now. I don't think we'll really run into any issues on the way. I think being very tired there would have helped a lot, both because I would have taken or dealt an extra 15% more damage, and I would have gained more mana back. My stamina, I think I overused. I could have done a lot less running in circles. For the most part, you can kind of outpace the projectiles. The only ones you really need to do any kind of running from can be the tentacles. So yeah, I had a little bit bad management there. There's a couple times I should have mana warded to be safe, but I didn't. And then that ate up a little bit more mana than I needed to. I also obviously messed up by using the infused light on the short sword instead of the long sword, which also cut my damage potential down quite a bit. So yeah, prepare better management, and that fight would be a lot easier. Because as you can see, the number of times you get to attack in that fight is not very many. So having the higher damage per hit of the longer sword and the extra reach in case you can kind of catch the Jade Lich as they bounce back or as they glide back is the ideal way to do it between those two, I think. And then of course you can always use the lantern, but yeah, the elemental discharge is definitely faster. Flash Onslaught. That's the monk move that I was forgetting earlier for some reason. Flash Onslaught. I promise I have put at least 2 hours in this game. Actually, I think I put over 1,000. Actually, I know I put over 1,000, but yeah. Let's make our way back to Monsoon. Oops, sorry about that. Let's make our way back to Monsoon, and now I'm very tired after the fight. And then we'll end it there. I think we don't really have a lot to do other than to just rest. I don't think I can start Blood Under the Sun until the 2nd or 3rd faction quest. So yeah, just sleep until faction quest time. Once you get good, you can kind of just dodge things by the sound. Especially those eye switches. They make the very distinctive sound when they're about to shoot their little thing. I think the hardest thing to dodge by sound would probably be bows. Bows are kind of tough. I should do some stamina conservation because occasionally there's a Taunosaur, an Alpha Taunosaur along this path. We're gonna go fight the Phytosaur. Which I can lose some weight. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. I have too many water skins again. Well, now we're noticeably slightly faster. Imagine if there's like a hole in your boat and you just like fall in the swamp because the swamp poisoned you on contact. So that would be incredibly unfortunate. And yep, can't be everywhere all at once, so.
There's news for you.
Yeah, well, Mr. Lockwell is not going to get anything from me.
Oh, I can't really talk now. I wonder.
Yep, she's already shooken up. That's actually really good character development I like with Oliel. Like she has this high view of what the Holy Mission is, and the Holy Mission of all religions of most fantasy games is probably one of the better ones. Like if it was a religion that existed in real life, I think it'd be relatively reasonable. But she starts to see, you know, what has to be done, and that the god of the religion isn't all powerful. And yeah, it shakes her up a little bit, and I think it's pretty good character development. Oh, I should tell Mofat at least.
Watch yourself out in the marsh. You've been out in... I'm too old for... Is there anything else? Listen to me. Could you help out? I hope. Here, this is yours. Watch yourself out in the marsh. No, I can't. Oh, I'm too old for this.
Right. Well, home sweet home. By the way, this house is also pretty cool. This, I'm not a big fan of, the whole altar thing. I No, because it doesn't seem like a lot really wants to be worshipped. It seems like he more cares that you have results and do the right thing than he is about praying to him. Which is also another cool thing. You don't have to like overly deify him. Also, you have a god that can come down and be like, yo, here's some power. It also makes it a little bit easier to believe in that god as opposed to other ones. But yeah, a god that doesn't require that you deify him, that prefers you just do the right thing and treat people how you vow to treat them and to protect them, and always try to live by the 3 pillars to continue to make yourself a better person and make the world a better place. It's pretty cool. Alright, oh, before I forget, I need to buy the item from the blacksmith. Or is it the alchemist here? Or brand? Because I will forget otherwise.
Is there something you need?
He just put this thing. Yeah, silver armor was not worth it. But I do want to buy a couple of each of these. Take the bolt varnish. I don't remember. I want to say that is... Nah, bolt varnish isn't as important as... isn't as important as the blessed potions. Or is bolt varnish? I'll have to do the math. I'll have to figure out. Let me hold on to this. I'll have to figure out in between these plays which one's actually stronger for the runic blade, because there's an attack breakpoint where one of them becomes stronger than the other, and it's not always apparent. I don't remember what that breakpoint is, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I think he has a lot of silver, a lot of gold. Go ahead and call it here.